Welcome back to the channel, guys. By the title of this video, you probably know exactly where I'm going with this, but I wanted to make this just to be completely honest with you guys on the decision I made to not turn pro a couple years back and to not really pursue a life of being on the tour or trying to play professional. I'll give you guys a little bit of a backstory on how I led to this decision and kind of show you exactly where I started playing golf and everything. So I started playing golf around the age 14 when I lived in Pennsylvania, and that's when I first started to actually take it serious. Growing up, I would hit balls here and there, and I never was focused on the game. Like, I'd hit a couple balls and laugh around, but I was more focused on riding my dirt bike, doing other things. So I didn't really take it serious until the age of about 14, and that's when my dad was obviously there to help me because he is a pro. He was there to give me a really good foundation on everything to build my golf swing. So it was really good having my dad there, and I cannot thank him enough for all the hours he's put in with me growing up. But living in Pennsylvania, it wasn't the best place to get good at golf because there was snow all the time. I wasn't able to play. I was hitting indoors at simulators. It just was not a place where really good golfers lived a lot of the time. They all lived in Florida and South, and they were playing year round. So we decided around the age 16 to pack everything, my parents and I, and we wanted to move to Florida so I could try and play golf year round. And we also had a house in Florida, so it wasn't like we just packed everything and left to Florida. We already actually had a house in Florida. So we kind of just said, let's just live in Florida year round and I'll start really taking golf serious. So I was 16 years old, and that's when it was like a little bit of that pressure was like, all right, now you moved to Florida, and now it's time to actually take it serious and play golf. It's not just, just going out there having fun anymore. Now we're gonna start playing tournaments. Junior golf tournaments every weekend, trying to compete and see if I could actually win some tournaments. So I will be honest, even at that age, 16 years old, I was never really excited to go to any of these tournaments. I kind of almost like dreaded it. I was like, I don't really like this. Like, I don't wanna go. I just didn't want to like really go and compete and try and beat other people. I was just like, I want to go have fun and just play golf. But kept playing in these tournaments, and the main goal when I was young was to get a scholarship into college. I obviously that was the dream, was to play on tour, play professional golf. That was my dream growing up. I wanted to be a pro and play professional golf. But the main goal at that time was to play in enough tournaments so I could get into college, maybe and get a scholarship. That was it for me. So I keep playing these junior golf tournaments, and by the age about 17, a year later, I have one of the best years I could have in junior golf. I had a 73 scoring average, playing really good. I finished 4th in the points standings in Florida. So that was pretty good. I mean, the competition was absolutely unreal with the kids there because they've been playing their whole life. They're playing year round. They're just really good. They're different. Competition's way better than it was in Pennsylvania. So I had that really good year, and the next year I'm getting ready to go into college. So I do have a couple offers. I was looking at Florida Gulf Coast, which was 2 hours away from my home, and then I was looking at Palm Beach Atlantic, which was like 30 minutes away from my home, and they were all in Florida. I did not choose Florida Gulf Coast at 18 years old because I love fishing too much and I did not want to be away from my house. So I went to the local college nearby, which was a great college, Division II, Palm Beach Atlantic, and I played there for 4 years of golf. Guys, over that time is when it really hit me that professional golf or even trying to be a pro was just not for me. That's when it really sunk in. So my freshman year of college, I played my first semester and I played absolutely awful. I lost all my confidence over the ball. I was super nervous heading into every tournament. I put all this pressure on myself. There's a little bit to do with scholarship. Different factors made me just put all this pressure on myself. And it really affected my mental game. I just went out there every week and I dreaded it. I hated traveling to all the tournaments. And I was just like, gosh, this is awful. And that's when I really considered quitting golf and not even playing the next couple of years in college. But after that freshman year of college, I kind of shifted my whole mindset and I stopped trying to like go pro and show people, and I just said, go out there, swing free, and who cares what you shoot. I kind of changed my mindset, and that's when I started to play some actual good golf. So sophomore, junior, and senior year of college, I actually really played good. So Sophomore year, I had about a 75 average, then it went to 74, then it went to about a 73. So it dropped every year. And for me, a 73 average my senior year of college was actually like, I was playing good golf. I'm not even gonna lie. I went out there each week and I played some really solid golf, shooting scores that I never even thought I would be shooting. I actually impressed myself a little bit because I didn't have a lot of confidence in myself after that freshman year, but I stuck with it, guys. Maybe I'll reconsider going pro. Like, I always kept it there in the back of my head. I was like, you know, I had a good couple years. I'm like, you know, you always like rethink it sometimes. You're like, oh my gosh, you play so good one day and you're like, you know, maybe I could go pro, maybe I should. And I was able to spend a lot of time around some touring pros my senior year, and just I saw what they went through and how hard it really is to get out there and the scores they're shooting. And I'm a realist with myself, and I want to be honest with you guys, I don't think I could have shot these scores that these guys are shooting. The guys in Q School are shooting 60s each week. They're like shooting 65, 66, 67. And like, I can barely shoot in the 60s once every 2 tournaments, I'll shoot in the 60s. So once every 2 or 3 even. So it's like, just to see the scores that they were shooting in these tournaments, I was just a realist. Like, I was like, it's gonna be a little bit too much of a stretch for me. So I kind of shifted my mind, and my senior year of college is when I really made the decision that teaching was the route I wanted to go. And if I became a teaching pro, you know, that was a great thing. That was one thing that I would absolutely love to do, is teach. So the fact that we have good labs now and I'm able to teach and help you guys out is one of the best things ever. But that was my dream. Senior year came around and I was like, you know, I played a great final year in college. I was leading my conference tournament, but it just was never the decision that I ever wanted to do with my life and live trying to be a pro golfer, because it is hard. And I respect every single one of the touring pros out there. I respect them to the highest level because I just see what they go through. I see what it takes to get out there. You guys are all studs, because you have to be so confident in yourself. You have to be able to block out pressure. Your mental game has to be so good. There's so many different factors that go into being a pro, and I respect them so much. But you know, it's not that I ever truly believed I wasn't good enough. It was just that I don't really want to live that lifestyle. So Garrett and I may, or any of the good guys, we may one day be able to play in a tour event. You know, that could potentially happen, and I would absolutely love it. But for me to chase, like, drop everything in my life and go try and play on the tour, it is not something that I ever want to do. But I salute Tig and everybody that tries to do it out there. Go get it, go get after it. For me, it was not what I wanted to do, and I love what I do now. But also, guys, what a lot of people don't really know is how competitive all the guys are on Good Week. It feels like I'm back in tournaments. Like, it feels like I'm playing a tournament. When I have those knockout challenges, those elimination challenges, everything, it feels like I'm almost back into my tournament days. Like, it's awesome. I actually like feeling that little bit of pressure. It's actually great to be able to, you know, push each other to get better and us compete all the time. The fact that competition was not necessarily my favorite thing, I'm not saying there's not somebody out there that absolutely loves it and feeds off it, because there is tons of people that absolutely love it. I really hope whoever wants to go pro, they go and chase it and go get after it, but it just wasn't for me. And I just wanted to come on here and be completely honest with you guys, because I do get this question a lot. I do get the question in the comments throughout videos, like, why have you ever considered going pro or anything? But I have considered it. It is just not the lifestyle I've ever wanted to live, just being around pros. And I guess it was a great thing that I was able to spend time with some golf pros, because if I never spent time with those pros, I may not have seen the lifestyle they live and what it takes to be on the tour, because it is something special. And every single one of the touring pros out there are different breeds up here. They're all built different in the head. They think different than everybody. They do everything a little bit different than everybody, because they're just better. And it's amazing to see, and I respect and I love going to tour events and watching them play. And it was amazing to be able to film with Bryson and hear him talk. And he's such a great player, and his mindset is so different than a lot of the normal people in today's world. So hopefully you guys did enjoy that quick little video on me being honest on why I didn't want to go pro. I just get, like I said, I get that question, and I wanted to answer it and make it very clear to you guys that it wasn't something that I ever wanted to do, and I was kind of a realist with myself. Also guys, we are so close to 100,000 subscribers. I just want, if you guys have not hit that subscribe button yet, it would be greatly appreciated. We're getting there. Also, hit that like button, it helps a ton. Until next time guys, peace out.